There's a video on your website, coldblock.ca, for anybody who wants to go check it out. And it's a video that sort of walks you through. And we don't need to go through minute by minute, but could you just kind of give the audience just sort of an understanding, and we'll bring the video up, of what we're actually looking at happening here?
Yeah, sure. And a lot, I'll walk through it, but at the end of the day, a lot of this is exactly what these labs would be doing anyway.
Okay.
You would always start with your sample, and you weigh out a certain amount of your sample, kind of predetermined based on your sample type. And once that sample's been weighed, it gets put into some sort of a vessel, a test tube. We're using some fairly custom test tubes for our technology. And then you're adding acids as part of the digestion process. Acids are measured in at the appropriate amount, certain types of acids, depending again on the sample. And that whole part of the process is exactly what any lab would be doing anyway.
Right.
We're not changing anything yet. And then it's the digestion step where you're putting it into a digester. And with ColdBlock, we try and make it efficient. You can load the entire machine with all of your samples at one time. You drop in 16 or you drop in 20 samples all at one time. It's a 5-second loading process, and then we're running the digestion. And our technology is using infrared lamps to provide the heat part, provide the energy for the digestion. Those infrared lamps come on, very precise, perfectly timed. It's all run off of a software package that we've developed. And the digestion takes place. And for us, those digestions in the mining world are anywhere between 15 minutes and 40 minutes, but typically around 20 to 30-minute digestion time. And when the digestion's over, you simply just remove all the samples. And again, we make it easy so all the samples come out of the digester at the same time. And then you would go through a process of topping those samples up, getting them ready to go into your ICP, your analytical piece of equipment, which would come from a different company.
So what's the comparison? How long would another process typically take? Because you were talking about backlogs.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to get an understanding of, if you're, let's say, an average of 20 to 30 minutes. What would the average process take for the same sample?
It's a really wide range. And in mining, you typically see digestions getting done with a hot plate or a hot block. And those digestions range anywhere from sort of 2 hours to 4 hours, depending on how hard it is to digest that particular sample. And we've seen that full range. So that's what that digestion step that is existing right now is taking that long. You're getting that full 4 hours, and then sometimes a bit of cool down time at the end. With ColdBlock, that we're replacing that 3-4 hour process with something that's taking 20 minutes, 30 minutes to do the same thing. So that's how much faster ColdBlock is.